Goal setting can help you with that sense of overwhelm that often comes with being a business owner. Many times I hear people tell me that setting goals feels like extra pressure. Setting goals feels like there's something else they have to do, something else they're pushing themselves towards. To me, that's a sign that you're stuck in overwhelm. That's a sign that you're stuck on that treadmill of the day-to-day hamster wheel of running a business, that you're focused on the day-to-day pressures and the cycle of crisis after staff member knocking on your door, after email, after bill, after revenue issue, blah, 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 blah. When you run a business, it can be death by 1,000 cuts because there are so many demands on your time, so many demands on your attention, so many things pressing at you from every angle that it can feel completely and utterly overwhelming, and you can feel like you're drowning in it all. I get it. I understand it. I really, really do. But here's what I want you to think about today. I want you to think about the power of knowing where you're heading. So think about you're going for a walk, and think about you're in an area you've got no idea where you are. Say you're in New York for the first time, and you just set off on a walk and you don't know where you're going. You're just going to walk, and there's this little niggly noise in the back of your mind saying, you're going to get lost, you're going to get lost, you're not going to find your way back. But if you had a clear map and you had a clear destination, you wouldn't feel so stressed. You would follow the map, head towards your destination, find the destination, tick that off your list, and then follow the map back again. This is true in business. So what I want you to think about, it's true in life generally, right? But specifically, I want you to think about this for your business. If you have clear goals, you're going to be able to backward engineer from there what a map is going to look like to get you there. So think about this. You might not have a really clear idea what you need to do today or tomorrow to move you forward. But if you have a really clear idea of where you're heading in 12 months, 3 years, 5 years time, that gives you a destination to backward engineer what it's going to look like. If you know where you're heading in 3 years, well, how will you know when you're halfway there? That gives you an 18-month goal. And how will you know when you're 2/3 of the way there? That gives you your 12-month goal. And so on. You can backward engineer from your big picture vision, step it back a few steps to bring it to a closer vision, and then break that down. Now, the interesting thing about goals, and I really love this, I've seen this recently with some of my mentoring clients who've had really clear goals that they've wanted to tick off their list of things to achieve while they've been working with me. And the interesting thing is, on the journey towards the goal they set themselves, as they learn more about the landscape that they're in, and they learn more about what they're capable of doing, and they learn more about where they're going, their longer term goals might actually shift a little bit. And there's nothing wrong with that. I actually see goal change as a sign of growth. And I mean personal growth as a business owner. So don't be frightened to set yourself a longer term goal, because that is your navigation tool. Doesn't matter if you change direction. Doesn't matter if you change your mind about your end destination. Using the New York example, you might decide you're going to walk across the Brooklyn Bridge. But you get halfway across the bridge and you're just so taken with the view, and you spend the time enjoying that view and feeling fully energized by the view of the Hudson River. You lose track of time. You decide, you know what, I think I'm going to go back now instead of going all the way to Brooklyn. No harm, no foul, right? Who cares? It's the same in your business. If you get halfway to the goal that you set yourself and you realize, oh my God, this rocks, I just want to spend time consolidating this, you can let the bigger picture goal shift a little bit. You can push it further out. You're the boss. You get to choose. That's the power of being the owner of your business, right? You get to choose when the goals change, when directions change, who the navigational aid is going to be, who your co-pilots are. That's my role as a mentor for many of my clients, is to be a bit of a co-pilot and say, you know what, it's a bumpy road ahead. How are we going to navigate that? Let's have a look at some other ways that we can get to the same destination. So when you're stuck in that daily hamster wheel stuff, it's really hard to see where you're heading and what your destination is going to be. So take a little bit of time, even if it's just over a coffee, to just sit with a pen and paper, turn your phone off. You won't die. Your business won't die. Turn your phone off for an hour and just jot some ideas down to really help you get some clarity. And if you can do that on a regular basis, it's going to make all the difference, right? So I'm thinking of you. I know we all get overwhelmed sometimes, but use that idea of a navigational aid. Your goals are navigational aids. They're not set in concrete. They're there to guide you. Do you know, I woke up this morning. Don't ask me where this came from. I don't remember what I was dreaming, but I woke up this morning with this phrase, don't hide your light under a bushel, in my head. And it's a bit like that with our goals. You know, we sometimes don't want to look at them. We want to hide them away. We don't want to think about them because we're so stuck in the day-to-day. Let your goals be a shining beacon. Talk about them. Find somebody that you're comfortable talking about them with. Somebody who can cheer you on and celebrate with you. Could be a mentor, could be a business coach, could be a friend, a partner. It doesn't matter who it is. But when you say them out loud, you're more likely to follow through as well. So set your longer term goal, backward engineer from there, set some action steps so you can move forward, and be okay with your goals shifting as you make progress, because it's allowed, right? All right, quick note, if you're a mental health professional in Australia, don't forget you are able to access my Better Access training, all to do with the Australian Medicare system. There's posts around, there's stuff on my website. Message me if you're confused and you can't find it. I know a lot of practice owners are really overwhelmed at the moment and what to do with a new calendar year. So don't be afraid to reach out if you need that information from me. Meanwhile, set yourself some goals and see how you can design your own little map to help you move forward. Have a great weekend.